I am very excited because I have a whole new garden to show you. Not mine, but my very good friend Tina's, and we are designing her garden from scratch, a weekly video series of this new garden design, which I'm so excited. I've never designed anyone else's garden, only mine. So it's thrilling and very exciting, which I'll explain all when we go over there. Let's go along right now and have a look at Tina's garden. This is Tina and Keith's garden, and they live about 10-minute walk from me. We are in Langdon Hills in Essex on the southeast coast of England, and equivalent of a USDA zone 8. We don't have the zones over here really, but that would be the equivalent, but it's more for our mild winters rather than our hot summers. We have a lot of rain most of the time here in England. But this is their garden. You see they have been having a lot of building work. This is Tina here. And very excited. Tina looks after Lottie, and she looked after Lucy when we had Lucy as well. She's walking around to what is the garage. They've had a lot of building work. This conservatory, which you can see, is a new addition. And here's a view from the other direction. So we walk around. This is a view as if you're walking out of the garage where you've just seen Tina walk in, and you come to a fish pond. Now the fish pond is definitely staying. It's Keith's pride and joy, so that is definitely staying, and they do have a lot of fish as well. This is a beautiful wisteria. In the spring it looks simply amazing, so that's definitely staying. We will plant up the pond. There's a lot of fish. They did have a heron which came in swooping the fish, so they have to have this netting on the top. But that is a beautiful area which they're keeping. There are a few plants which they'd like to keep. This hebe directly in front, that will be staying. And there is a rose bush up here. Well, we will prune it, get everything into tip-top shape. You can see there's some brick walls. I'll explain all the plan, but the brick walls will be going. These conifer hedges, I will explain later, but they are troublesome. Then they have a cabin, a log cabin, which hopefully we can have a look in at some point. And then this is the other side. You can see more conifer hedges, another brick wall. Conifer hedges go back quite a way. They take up quite a lot of room, so they've got the brick walls in front, which they planted those just because nothing would grow under the conifers, so they thought they'd do a raised bed, but these will be going. And they have a lovely bird feeder there, which Keith wants to keep because he likes to sit at his patio, watch the birds. So we'll be keeping that. And then if we walk around here, there's a greenhouse which is so tucked away that doesn't get much sunshine. We need to fix that, and we have some storage containers. This is their patio. You can see it's got a canopy which is rather low at the moment. There's Lottie, there's Tina again. And we have patio area which is going to be extended, and then the conservatory has just been added, and then we are back round to the garage. So it's not a big garden, but we can make this garden beautiful. So this is the plan of Tina and Keith's garden, which I've designed for them, and it is drawn to scale pretty much. You can see that one of the main things you need to consider when you're designing a garden is which aspect your garden has. So whether it faces north, south, east, west, and you can see this is their patio area. This is the conservatory. This is the table and chairs. And we have the cabin here, and we have the pond here. This is the doorway down to the garage. We have the conifer hedges along there, and again along there. That is the little greenhouse, that is the bird feeder, and the lawn in the middle. Now what they'd like to do is extend their patio, so it goes, at the moment it kind of ends here, so they're going to, that's the brick wall along the bottom of their patio, and they're going to extend the patio along here. So it will go in a straight line, it will meet up with the pond, and then they'll have easy access. They come out of the conservatory door here. They've also got doors to their living room, their lounge there, so patio doors can go out there, or their kitchen, which is back here. They walk through to their conservatory, which is still under construction at the moment. They walk out there, and then they can have easy access round to the garage. So that's very important for access. We'll come along here, so you can see where it ends there. It will carry on, continue along the front, in line with the brick wall, over to the pond, and then you can get easy access straight round to the garage. As I say, we have the pond. This area here is optional because we haven't decided yet, because as you can see from the pictures, the lawn is going to be a small area. Now, because a lot of it is rectangular structures, I thought that it would be really nice to just do curves around here, just to soften it a bit. So the curve will come gently around from the cabin to the pond. We'll have stepping stones leading up to what is going to be Cocktail Corner, a nice place to sit in the evening sun because that's west facing. And then on the other side we're going to mirror it exactly. The curve will match. It will come from this side of the cabin, it will swoop around to halfway to the wall, and again we'll have stepping stones, this time leading to the greenhouse, and all these two areas with the stepping stones will be planted. So we're going to have stepping stones leading to the greenhouse area. We're going to keep the greenhouse exactly where it is. We're going to move the two storage boxes over to here. There will be room there, and then they'll be out the way and it will look more attractive. So we have stepping stones over here. We're going to, I'll explain about the conifers, but we're going to do something radical with the conifers because Keith is fed up with cutting those every single year. They encroach into the garden a good 6 feet. They take up a lot of room. So we've had a plan for what to do with those, which I will explain. And then all this area here will be planted. So that will just be a huge big flower bed. We will round off the corner along this side. And that will be really lovely. Now this, of course, faces north. So this is going to be a shady area. So that's that side. And then over here, we're going to mirror it. We're going to have stepping stones there, and we're going to have Cocktail Corner, which I think will be fun because, as you can see, this faces west, so this gets evening sun. So I think that would be very pretty. So Cocktail Corner with stepping stones going down to there. So it's quite simple, as you can see, but it's a small garden. I think that this will look nice planted up. At the moment, you might have noticed there's a washing line. Well, we have an idea for the washing line because I'm not a fan really of washing lines, although they're practical and we all need them. So that's it really. We will be doing soil tests as well, and we've measured it all out and we're very excited. So that is the design that we are having for Tina and Keith's garden. So I think it will look nice. As you can hear, there's lots of building work going on as well because they've just had a beautiful conservatory erected, as you can see, and building work is going on in there. That's why the garden has kind of been left to its own devices for all of this year, 2024. So we are going to spruce it up and make it look gorgeous again, because Tina and Keith have really missed their garden. They love their garden. It's time for a lovely revamp. Now let's explain day one's job, which is tackling the issue with the conifers. The first thing we're going to do in the garden is we are going to tackle these conifers, and for years, how many years has Keith been trimming these every year?
11 years?
He's had enough. 11 years is a very long time, and he cannot bear the thought of the next 11 years. And you look behind, you can see exactly how much room there's got to be. Let me check. Well, there's at least 6 foot, isn't there?
Yeah.
6 foot behind. They were going to, or they had planned to have them all removed, but it's a lot of money. It was £500, I believe, and I thought of a good idea. And they were not taking the stumps away, were they? That was just to cut them down to ground level. So I thought, let's try, before this might save some money, how about if we limb them up? So you can see that this actually does go back a long way. It's got to be 6 foot or even more. So what we're going to do is limb them up. We're going to cut off all these lower branches. You can see they've already done some at the back. And once you cut off branches on a conifer, it's not going to grow back. So we're going to limb it up. Hopefully we'll have something like these pictures that I'm putting up at this effect. Now, if they don't like this, once we've finished, they can go back to their original plan of having them removed. But I just thought, let's save £500 if we can. We've got these over here as well. Save £500, can use that on plants. There's no time to waste, so we're going to cut down the trees today. We're stopping for a cup of tea. We've done one tree, which I think is going to look really nice. A couple of the branches are stuck in amongst others, so we'll tackle that. But we're trying to be tidy as we go along, and we'll do one tree, then we'll chop it up. Here we have a little update, and as you can see, this is the stage we're at. Birds have already been over to check it all out, and so now we just need to do this one here with all those branches, get it kind of level. But Tina's happy, aren't you, Tina?
Oh, I love it so far.
Keith loves it so far. We've decided we'll just do this side. We were ambitious in the beginning and thought we could do this as well today, but we're going to have that for another day, because there's no need to rush, is there, Tina? Not at our age.
Not at our age, definitely not.
So let's get on and finish this and have a look at the end. finished this side as much as we can, and Keith is just going to come in if he notices little bits, but we've got the bulk of it, and we're very pleased with how it's turned out. See all this room, and yes, planting will be a challenge under here because there's obviously roots, but even so,
We'll get some compost and some
yes,
soil.
we will, and the brick wall will go, and I think it looks nice. I like it. I would do this to my garden if it was me. And we can just compare it to this side. This side we will do on another day. We won't film it because it will be exactly the same. But we've done enough for today, haven't we? Yes. We've nearly broke the saws many times.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we've done a good job.
I think so. So that's it from us for this week. I wonder how long that took us. Have you got a watch?
No, but
We
I think it's
started
about 12.
we started about 10, didn't
Yeah.
we? So we'll do the next bit ourselves without filming because it's just going to be exactly the same. But yes, it's been fun.
Yeah.
And look forward to doing
Thanks,
the next.
Janette.
And that's okay. I've really enjoyed myself. And yes, you won't recognise this garden once we've finished. So
Gonna have a complete makeover.
Yes. I'm Janette, this is Tina. We are the Enthusiastic Gardeners. Take care and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.